Hey guys, I felt the need to make a video for February. Okay, so basically the gist of the video is don't lose steam. It is February 16th, and for starters, I don't know, well, I do know, but just in general, wherever you are as an individual, just know that as a whole, our web stats are higher than they've ever been midway through the month. And they've been really high since just like under 10 days into the month. It's been really crazy. But anyway, so I'm telling you that so that you can understand that big things are happening and they're going to continue to happen. So, like I said, don't lose steam, don't get bogged down. Talk about that in a second. But anyway, so I decided that our team likes the month of February, even if it is the shortest month of the year. I guess we just like a challenge. Last year in February, to date, that month was the biggest that we had. That was whenever I went to area qualification. We had over 11,000, maybe even close to 12, I can't remember. But anyway, so that being said, apparently this is our favorite month, and we like to squeeze as much as we can into as little days as possible. So last year in February, that was our largest month to date. This year in February, I'm predicting this will be our largest month to date as a whole. And if you're getting kind of nervous about the end of the month, I think it's just because the month started out so good, because to me it feels like it's already the end of the month. Like whenever I log on and I look at web stats, I'm just thinking, well, this is it. So here we are, the end of the month. But we still have a long way to go, which is like really blowing my mind. So we have, okay, so last month, what I was going to point out was just as a whole, just remember individually, as a team, however you want to look at yours, if you're not where you want to be already, it's perfectly fine. Last year, or last month, in January, we were not very high midway through the month for sure. And then it was probably the 20th of the month before anything really picked up. And we increased volume from about the 20th to the 31st by about 14,000. So don't think that the month is halfway over and your web stats should be at a certain spot, because that's not any way to look at it at all. The magic happens at the end of the month, and I've heard that a million times. I don't know if you've listened to calls and heard that too. But anyway, so keep that in mind. Don't think about quitting now. We still have a long ways to go. And then, okay, so if you are starting to feel bogged down, getting a little nervous about your goals and all of that, my question and kind of challenge to yourself would be to think about what you're going to do on March 1st. You're going to be in the exact same spot. You're still going to need to build your team. We're still going to need to do parties. We're still going to need to help other consultants. We're still going to need to find RV and put it in our web stats. We're still going to need to talk to people about eating clean, doing the boot camps, and it just goes on and on. It's not going to change any, so there's no reason you can't do that in February. So just keep that in mind if you're starting to get a little nervous. And then, let's see. Okay, it's kind of like working out. If you've read this before, you'll know what I'm talking about, but just the moment whenever you want to throw the towel in or you're ready to quit, that's when, your muscles tear a little bit more, and then it helps them look even better. So this is when you grow, is when you're ready to just crawl in bed and take a nap because you've tried so hard and you're just tired and don't want to do it anymore. This is where you grow. This is what separates the girls from the women, I guess. And I know that everyone's capable of doing what they did last month and even more than that. So don't start to get nervous. And sorry, I have my notes down here. I just didn't want to be all over the place because I have a tendency to do that, so I just wrote everything down. So, that being said, we have 11 days left. A lot can happen in 11 days. A lot of times we'll look at stuff like that and think that that's not that much time, but 11 days was the 20th to the 31st whenever I said we had the biggest increase in volume last month. So you got to think about stuff like that. And then if you break down your months and think about all the days that you're actually working and doing parties, it's probably not 30 days. It's probably more like 11. So don't let that mess with you at all. Still got plenty of time. And basically just get it done. It's time to pull up the bootstraps and know you can do it. If you believe you can, you're halfway there. That's one of my favorite quotes. I absolutely love it. Once you really grasp how true that really is, then it'll open your mind to tons of possibilities. But anyways, don't let doubt in, don't let fear in. Guard your thoughts, keep it all out, make it like a little game, like you're ping, 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 get all the thoughts out of your head, don't let them come in. Just keep thinking, whether it starts out as you being like, I can do it, and then in your head you're like, I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to say that I can do it. Just say it until you do believe it, because eventually you will. You'll be crazy enough to say it enough that you will actually start to believe yourself. So anyways, with that, I just wanted to say, let's go. This is going to be an awesome month. I already know it is. And we're just barely halfway through. We have so much time left. So anyways, we can do it. But anyways, keep going. Don't lose steam now, because this month is going to be huge for a lot of people. I know a lot of you are going for some really awesome goals. So I'm excited to celebrate in March. So just keep going strong.